Luis Severino's injury was the most important story from the weekend.
I'm going to go here because when the Yankees are taking a 21-year-old shortstop from New Jersey and he is now going to be the guy, it could be a lot more, dare I say, franchise-altering. Look, Severino's a big deal. Severino can't stay healthy. Since the Yankees gave him that extension, they have not gotten a return on investment, but it's not a season ender. He's going to come back at some point. He's injury-prone. That's all there is to it. But I can't ignore my guy, Anthony Volpe. I can't do it, Sal.
I do think this is a bigger deal, though. 3/5 of their starting rotation now on the shelf to start the year. And Severino, to your point, is always hurt. All right, Andy, speaking of the Yankee starters, Johnny Brito retired all 16 batters he faced in yesterday's start. So you have faith in Johnny Brito.
You know, this is where I struggle with the binary nature of this game, Sal. I want to go somewhere in between.
Oh.
Like, I'm going to have to go with in the sense that if he pounds the strike zone, he's going to be just fine for a while for the Yankees like he did yesterday. But this is a guy who has two well-developed pitches, the fastball and the changeup, and if he wants to stick in a rotation, the breaking ball has to develop a little more. So I'm not there yet, so I'm going to go for now.
All right, Sarah, you're up next. You are confident in Tommy Pham as a righty DH for the Mets.
I'm going to go with as in I think that I am confident. I always mess this up, something I'm not confident. But I think that for now, he is a great option for the Mets. He is a guy who historically hits the ball hard. That always leads to good results. And I think he's a guy who, with playing time, will perform well for them. But as we've been saying with this team under its current regime, I don't think this is the roster they end the season with. Of course, there are guys down in AAA banging on the door, so I don't know about for the full year, but certainly confident for right now.
Yeah, and I do think having Pham there helped them be able to make the decision easier with cutting rough. All right, JJ, Justin Verlander's spring is concerning.
This is a major I mean, we're talking about a first-ballot Hall of Famer. We're talking about a guy who won the American League Cy Young going away last year. It's spring training for Justin Verlander. If Justin Verlander stinks up the joint in April, May, and June, trust me, I'll be right there. I'll be sounding the alarm, and we'll be alarmed over the fact that we're talking about a 40-year-old pitcher who's not performing to the back of his baseball card. Spring training, I feel like Allen Iverson. We're talking about spring training? No way. This is an
All right, Andy, Mike Trout is building a golf course with Tiger Woods. Seems to be good use of his time. Trout should spend more time on baseball instead of building a golf course.
I mean, every time I've seen Mike Trout in a big spot in the last week, he struck out. So I got to say, he's got to work on his game a little bit. This is a guy who's not quite where he wants to be in baseball. So yes, I'm paraphrasing your hero, Chris.
All I know is I want an invite to that golf course. I want the invite. Can you work on that for me? You got connections.
But not after what I just said.
Oh, come on, let's go.
But Tiger and I are like this.
All kidding aside, if he were doing this in New York with the playoff resume that he has, obviously lack thereof, it would be a big problem.
Well, that's not his fault. The owner of the team can't get them to the playoffs.